Hey guys, what's up? Russ here with day 182 of my video a day series for 2022. Today I'm going to be taking you guys on my mid-year room tour, and I want to do the Q&A today. I decided to start doing a monthly Q&A, so it's the start of every month. I'm going to ask you guys for questions, and in about a week's time I'm going to answer those. So drop your questions in the comments if you have any, and in next Friday's video I'll answer those. Let's get started with the room tour. I'm going to start with what I like to call the community wall. These are all the letters and postcards I've gotten from all my friends in the community over the years of being on YouTube through just either AOKs or birthdays or Christmas gifts. These letters and notes mean a lot to me, and I like to keep them on display. Into the comic book wall. These are the books I originally started collecting when I was a kid, starting with Action Comics 688. And this storyline, it means so much to me because it's the one that brought me into comics and got me collecting back in the day. And these are all my original books from when I was a kid. Moving down into my X-Men shelf. I talked about this in a video a few days ago where I did like just a collection showcase of these books. And this is where I keep the majority of my comics boxed away, nice and neat looking. Moving over into the Ninja Turtles. When I saw these retro figures, I had to get them, man. I love that design. Now these aren't the original. These are like remade figures, just made to look like the originals. Moving over into some Marvel Legends. These are the very few Marvel Legends that I decided to keep in box since it was the classic packaging. I love the classic look of these, but I much prefer the collector-friendly packaging of the Marvel Legends figures where you could take them out and display them if you would like. Got this awesome poster back here. It's just a mix of everything comic related, Marvel, DC, Archie. Got this poster from my friend Lindsay, and I can't remember if it was a Christmas or birthday gift. Coming on down into my Spider-Man shelf. I love this figure here. It's an homage to Amazing Spider-Man 39, where Green Goblin finds out Peter Parker's identity. That's a book I would definitely love to own one day, but for now, I've got the figure. Moving on down, sticking with the Marvel Legends, and a little bit of Funko mixed in, as well as a couple Rogue comics. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I love Rogue. And I've got a couple fig pins here that were a gift from my brother. Coming on down to the next shelf, I have my Jason Voorhees NECA figure. I've got Vision in front of Avengers 57, the first Silver Age appearance of Vision. Absolutely love this book. It's one I never thought I would own, and I just kind of like impulsively pulled out the credit card and had to slowly pay it off over time. Next to Wonder Woman, Carla Cohen cover. I believe this was limited to 1,500. This is one I pre-ordered quite a while ago. Coming on out into the War Machine Funko Pop. This shelf is like completely random, dude. I got some Marvel, I got some DC, I got some horror. Moving on down into the Superman shelf. This is one of my favorite shelves. Of course, I love them all, but Superman was the original character that got me into all this nerdy goodness, man. I do have my Wonder Woman figure down here because I didn't really know where else to put her for right now. And on the bottom shelf I have some more comics. These are just more random books that I don't have a lot of. A few mini-series, some indie books and stuff like that. Coming back up to my statue shelf. The Incredible Hulk was the first statue I ever picked up. These were gallery select pieces. So when they're on sale, they usually go for anywhere from 20 to 40 bucks, but the average is usually 50 or 60. And they are pretty awesome statues for what they are. This Thor one is probably the most detailed one I have. And I got it for like $44. Definitely not premium format statues, but these are statues that are in my budget. They're PVC, just made out of plastic. I've got my mini Iron Fist there. Looks like he's splitting the Rock in two. My Hulk stress ball. That Captain America with Mjolnir. Got my Captain Marvel back there. Coming on down into another DC shelf. I've got the Flash statue next to the Superman. Now the Superman isn't a gallery select piece. It was I believe DC Collectibles piece. The black suit Superman, based on the I believe it was from the Nightmare sequence in Batman v Superman. That's why he's on the pile of skulls. I've got this awesome Batman statue. It's probably my second favorite gallery select piece. My most recent figure, Aquaman. Well, you almost can't see the face because of the glare from the light there. I've got Superman vs. Devastator. The Flash McFarlane figure. Coming on down into another DC shelf. I've got some pops. I've got my Action Comics mug. I got my Teen Titans books here with Red Hood McFarlane in the middle. I left this one in the box just because I thought it looked cool like that displayed with the gold label logo. Coming down into this next shelf, I've got some Spider-Man books along with some just random X-Men pops and my Incredible Hulk first appearance pop. Got Secret Wars 8 back there and Amazing Spider-Man 300. Thanks to my brother Matt, the boy who had 7, and just an unbelievably generous AOK. Coming on down is another sort of random shelf. Got some Marvel pops. I've got some My Hero Academia pops. I've got some Banpresto figures, My Hero Academia and Dragon Ball Z, along with a Stormtrooper and just Mr. Bean back there chilling. And down on the bottom shelf, I have Booster Gold and Blue Beetle, along with the Batman 89 pop, Flash and Reverse Flash, and the Smallville collection of pops. These are the only ones they've made in the Smallville line so far. I don't know if they'll ever make more, but I'm kind of hoping they eventually make the Clark with the black jacket and the silver S, Ma and Pa Kent, and Lionel Luthor would be cool too. Over on this next wall I have my Batman Nightfall collection displayed. This was the first Batman storyline I started reading right after the death of Superman, and it was just stuck out to me then, and it still sticks out to me now. It's one of my all-time favorite Batman stories. And underneath it I have another one of my favorite storylines. This was The Lonely Place of Dying. It was a crossover between Batman and the Teen Titans. And this was the storyline that introduced Tim Drake as Robin. And I have the rest of my comic book boxes stacked up in this corner here. Over on my computer desk I have my Mjolnir here, along with the NECA Goliath figure from Gargoyles. And an awesome slab I got in an AOK from my friend Lindsay. Moving on down, I have Adventures of Superman 525, signed by Dean Cain and Terry Hatcher. And this was an AOK I got from Comic Fu 2814. It just absolutely blew me away. I love this cover, and I love the New Adventures of Superman, or the New Adventures of Lois and Clark with Dean Cain and Terry Hatcher back in the day. Got my laptop here, of course, with the Action Comics 1 wallpaper. And I got some pretty cool community stickers on it. The Isle of the Dark. Got a Comic Book Community Awards. Got Admiral Funko. Just a little podcast. Quickly coming back over to this wall because I can't remember if I got this in the shot or not. It's my Adventures of Superman and the Mole Men with George Reeves. Picked up this cool poster at a local shop. Moving on to this wall right above the computer desk, I have some awesome art here from Matilda Gothica. This whole wall is pretty much Matilda art that she sent me over the years. And right above that, I have my Superman 233 plaque. Awesome Neil Adams cover. That's another book I plan on having one day. Coming into this wall, I've got some AOKs from my friend Lindsay. The Michelangelo, the signed poster of Spider-Man and Gwen, and the Power Rangers poster. Coming on down, I have my Action Comics metal tin. Got my Rogue there. Got Captain America. Right under, or right over the shield and down into the book, which was an AOK from Unruly Simeon. And I kind of got a whole little Captain America setup right here, down into a couple of Funko Pops. Moving on down, another Superman area. Big surprise, right? And my Funko Pop set up, a little pewter statue. Got probably my favorite Superman pop right here, because it kind of like the old school Christopher Reeve style Clark Kent turning into Superman. And this piece right here was a custom piece done by Iron Archer Studios. A friend of mine from pretty much way back when I first started YouTube. Going down into kind of a random pop shelf here. I've got the Monopoly Man, Popeye, Crash Bandicoot, of course Mr. Bean, Diggum Frog, Scrooge McDuck, and the Grinch. Sliding on over. Got some more pops here. Got Jill Valentine from Resident Evil, one of my all-time favorite games. I wish they would make more Resident Evil pops. I would love to see Leon Kennedy in the RPD uniform, Claire Redfield. I don't think they ever made any of those. Got my Game of Thrones pop there, the only Game of Thrones in the collection. I won that in a giveaway from J-Pops. Awesome channel. Got John Wick. Look at Laura Croft. Got charging cables all over the place. Constantine, Jay Garrick, and this was the first pop I ever got. I received it in a loot crate before I even started doing the collectibles YouTube videos. And coming on up, I got Mr. T from the A-Team. Loved that show growing up, and loved Mr. T as B.A. Baracus. And I've got this Fallout 76 pop of Mothman, which was an AOK from my buddy Genome Presents. Coming on over, I've got some more pops here. You got Loki and Thor, and my physical PS4 games, which actually got Red Dead from the Comic Assassin. He sent it to me in an AOK. And I've got some more games, these PS2 games I got from my buddy Trix Comics and Metarog. Sent me several PS2 games. And on the top shelf here, I've got my Black Cat Sideshow Comic Cat statue. The only Sideshow statue I'll probably ever own. And Coulson hanging out in Lola here from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which I clearly need to dust that. Got my Infinity War and Endgame posters up here. Try to get some of the light glare off of it. Moving over into Wolverine. A few Marvel wall decals. And this awesome Spider-Man poster I got as a gift from Sharon, Life with Two YouTubers. And finally, I have some Marvel Captain America posters here. But this is probably my all-time favorite Captain America cover right here, issue 109. Another book I eventually plan on getting one day. As well as this cover. That is another one of my favorites. And on the outside of my door, I have my Alex Ross Batman canvas. Picked that up at a place called Hobby Lobby for like 15 or 20 bucks, I think. And we have this awesome Superman Unchained poster that I got from Tony Fett, along with a ton of other posters that I just didn't have the room to display. And I'm not sure if I caught that Supergirl figure. I'm not sure if I talked about this either. It's my niece actually made that for me, drew it and painted it when my channel was Rus Man's Funko Collectibles. To me, is a Funko Pop. And right here is this awesome Superman canvas taken from, I believe it's issue 201 it looks like. And my dad actually bought that for me at a Goodwill store. So that's another one eventually I would like to have the actual comic cover of, because that's just got some sentimental value for me right there. Alright, I think I covered everything in that tour, so that's it for day 182, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow for day 183. Peace.
What did you say his power level